We just saw one of the worst crashes for Bitcoin in a very long time. In a super long time, we literally just saw Bitcoin go down to $80,500. And in this video, I just want to talk about what this means. What could happen next? We're seeing now a 36% correction from top to bottom for Bitcoin, which, by the way, if you've been around since 2020 or 2017, you're going to understand that that's kind of nothing compared to the 77% correction that we saw in 2021. Anyhow, guys, let's have a look at Bitcoin and what I think could potentially happen next and what this means. A bit of news as well first, maybe to start the video. If you like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to pick out one lucky winner from the comment section to win a little $30 giveaway as well. So please do, engage with the video. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who sits in his room, makes videos. Anyways, we can see here, look, while you are scared, someone just bought $377 million worth of Bitcoin. Crazy to see such accumulation during these bearish times. For me, it's not really, we're not in the right spot for this level of accumulation. And I can't say I've got that much capital floating around, if only. You can see here, breaking, huge wild funds and whales are dumping Bitcoin. So according to this guy, Wintermute's been selling, BlackRock, Grayscale, even Coinbase and Binance have been selling. Over 10 billion of Bitcoin was dumped, pushing it down to $82,000. And just looking at some of these images, this is where we can see BlackRock, Wintermute, Binance, and a few other of the large names potentially selling, according to this particular image here, some of the holdings. So also another absolutely crazy bit of scenes here. And I find this so true. Like, you can't really get more true than this image right here. If you can't handle the big drops, you don't deserve the big gains. And I do like to say, you know, it's kind of my motto really. You build at the bottom, you yield at the top. And I don't really like to do it any other way. For me, I'm still waiting for a lower. I'm still waiting for lower. And I think, you know, there's a few indicators that would reflect whether the bull market is over or not truly. But, you know, right now, this is still a 36% correction. Things can potentially get turned around. However, I do think we're a bit far gone right now. Bitcoin may not see another peak, not in this cycle, according to this analyst right here. So we're seeing, again, you know, when we get all this bearish kind of stuff, we're seeing all the news come out, all the bearish sort of things are coming out again. Maybe not as extreme as before, but of course we do have extreme fear in the market. And now there's tons of new investors in the market as well, compared to 2020 and 2021. I think what the amateurs will be doing in the market will be very different to potentially last time around. There's going to be more retail making maybe mistakes and smart money taking advantage of these potential mistakes. So we've got extreme fear in the market over here, guys. We can see on crypto bubbles, we're down on the day massively, loads of red. Even on the week, there's just loads and loads of red. So it's just a disaster all round. Now, for me, what really matters is this white line. This white line is your 50-week moving average for Bitcoin. We have not closed below this white line, effectively and held below since March 2023. First time in a long time that we've done that. And it is quite bearish to see. And the duration of time between then, where we had that close here, and now is 973 days. If we look at the previous cycle where we closed below, it was around May 2020. And then we finally closed below again around January 2022. And obviously we had COVID here, so it doesn't really count as much, but we're going to just put it there anyway. And you can see the duration of this one was what looks like 609 days. But if we remove the COVID thing, because that kind of, you know, no one really knew that would have happened. Actually, it was also about 966 days. So very, very similar timing. And it doesn't really feel like a coincidence, you know, how these cycles always have similar timing about them. So I'm very interested to see what might happen next. If this is the beginning of down, if this is the start of the down trend in the market, and if we continue to close below the 50-week moving average, there's a good chance that the bull market might be supposedly over. We look at our logarithmic regression chart right here as well, where Bitcoin is pulled out of this red zone into this unknown sort of territory. The next area is, of course, the green ribbons. And this takes you much lower, takes you down to the 200-week moving average, which is the yellow line, which is a serious one for, accumulation and bearish prices. That would be like $60 to $65 to $70,000, depending on where it happens. Now, for me, I'm not aping in at all in this gray area. I'm not buying any Bitcoin in this zone because I'm waiting for this zone. And I don't know if that will ever happen. I might miss out on something crazy. But what I do understand also is we might have a relief bounce because we had the same thing happen here where we closed below the 50-week moving average for some time. And then we had a relief rally back up to the 50-week moving average. And then we moved down for a long period of time, as you can see here. So if I remove some of the noise, you can see actually from the first initial bounce out of the 50-week moving average, it lasted 100 days. It was 100 days of just crap, really, just annoyance and disaster. And then we just continued to fold down for a long period of time, which was our bear market, classic bear market scenario, which also took, a long time. You could argue we were under the 50-week moving average for an entire year. So yeah, we could see something potentially similar happen where we have now 100 days or, a while ticking around this area between 100K and 70K. And then we might see like possibly a couple 100 days of this, which could include some price action like coming like this, retest, and then we bounce back down, up, down, and then we finally make a move a little bit, not a lot, but a little. So it's very hard to understand these markets. No one can even forecast them. Kind of like drawing fantasies in your mind and just hoping that one of them will happen. So yeah, guys, it's crazy. If you're looking to buy the dip, accumulate, do whatever you want to do, you can check out MEXC down below. For sure, one of my favorites right now. They're doing some really nice sign-up bonuses. You can get up to 50% deposit bonuses and up to $33,000 on sign-up rewards, depending on the events that are going on at the time. But yeah, you can see they've got hundreds of different coins that you can enjoy here. You can do spot trading, leverage trading. You've got giveaways. You've got earning opportunities. You've got loads of great things here with the MEXC exchange. So do have a little look at it. Certainly one of my favorites. And yeah, we partner with the best. You can see here that you can win $200,000 in privacy tokens. So that's very cool. And there's just tons of different things you can enjoy with this exchange. So sign up down below, have a little look at it, guys. And if you do want to get in onto the premium group, you can check out my Patreon. It's listed down below. You're going to get education, knowledge, resources, when to accumulate. You're going to understand how the market cycles work. You're going to get trading signals, spot signals, leverage signals, early access to stealth launches, and a bunch of great things. We're 83 crypto legends. I want to say thank you very, very much. It does mean a lot, honestly. And the link is down below for the Patreon. So if you do want to support, get into the content, we got all these different options here at different price levels, which will help you hopefully navigate the market and also build in this particular market as well. If you don't like it, you're very welcome to refund as well. That's absolutely fine. Before we go, quick snippet of the Discord and what's going on. People just chatting away, really, sharing their insights. It's completely free to join this Discord, so hopefully we'll see you in there. And again, shout out to all the traders that are pushing, even in this market. Ganyu, nice trade. Zenf, great trade over here. Tillman, beautiful stuff. You can see some real good trades. And also the Viking making some absolute great long and shorts. So yeah, you can win no matter what happens. Every market is volume, whether it's bear or bull, it's still a volume-based game. It's still a very interesting market, right? And I don't think it can ever get boring, but just hoping to see some interesting direction and, what's actually going to happen next sort of thing. Anyways, subscribe, like, comment. Hopefully see you soon. Bye for now.